It's the Earth whose tower is in the middle of Gotham. That makes it my world. And I work alone.
Who died and made you king?
Everyone on Earth 3. Myself think.
Well, what it do, comic bros? It's your boy Super, and this is Power of Comics. And today we talking about Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2 movie review. This is spoiler free. So without further ado, no intro, let's jump into it. I thought this one was better than the first one. Now, if you're real more superhero centric, the first one is more superhero centric. This actually starts to bring the whole story to the forefront. And what I mean by that is you get a lot of the Psycho Pirates origin story, which actually ended up being one of my favorite parts of this movie. The backstory dive is real deep inside of Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2, but the writing was brilliant and the animation continues to soar to new heights. When people say they don't like the animation, I just don't understand because it just looks beautiful to me. It looks amazing. All the heroes look right, all the villains look right, and the terrain, everything around it, perfect for me. The film did keep me interested. There was some parts where it kind of dragged a little bit. Kind of like in the first one, there were some parts that kind of dragged a little bit, but not too long. Nothing that will make you want to turn it off or anything like that. And it does pull you in. And as you go into that more of the third climax, you're like, yo, I can't wait to see part 3. Now, in this one, you see more of the shadow demons that arrive, and these shadow demons go from Earth to Earth in the multiverse, trying to destroy the satellite towers that they built in part 1. Because believe me, the satellite towers were built to negate the wave of energies. So yeah, they're battling these shadow demons, y'all, and they're jumping from Earth to Earth, just battling them. You see them go to this Earth that's filled with Amazons. And Wonder Woman is connected to this Earth a lot because obviously her Earth was no more, due to that wave of antimatter. You also see a Kamandi appearance, the boy, the last boy on Earth, he makes an appearance in this film. We get Ted Kord, Blue Beetle in this film. We also get the reveal of the Monitor in this film. And man, the voice acting for the Monitor was well played. I really enjoyed every scene the Monitor was in because it really seemed to me like he was really learning from the heroes at the same time and really trying to understand the era of his ways and try to do better. And when you see somebody with that much power be able to be so humbled beautifully on screen, it can't do nothing but touch you. I don't care what nobody says. I was really connected to the Monitor's character in this particular movie. Supergirl, she got a lot of screen time. You really got to see how she became the Harbinger, because in the first one she kind of just is the Harbinger and we don't know that. So we get a lot of backstory in this film that we were kind of missing out on the first one, and that seems to work because this is a 4-part event. So what better way to get the backstory than to put it in about a 90-minute film, make about 30-40 minutes of that backstory, not all for one character though. So yes, man, this film was very intriguing at times. Also, the way they made even the side characters feel important was a big thing for me, because when you're jumping from world to world and you're introducing all these new heroes, they all just can't stand on the screen and just be in the background. You remember in the first one when the Monitor brought them all aboard the ship and it was just a bunch of heroes and it looked like they were like kind of, having like a hero get together or whatever, a hero gala. Well, A lot of the ones that you seen that was like interesting to me were in the background, and they didn't really show them. They showed the main ones like Batman and Superman, and you know, the ones that were connected to them, but they didn't show the other characters. This one, you actually get some other characters outside of the big Justice League. You know what I mean? And that's what Crisis on Infinite Earths was about in the comics. A lot of people that have read it know this was a big event for DC Comics. That's why they're still making movies on it, you know, decades later, because it was that monumental of a story and they have to do it right. And that's why it's going to be 4 parts, because the actual comic series is like what, 13, 14 issues. The Pariah gets his revelation in part 2. Something very, very crazy happens to the Green Lantern, John Stewart, in this film. The Bat family have an all-out war in this film. The Anti-Monitor is finally revealed in this film. We also get a little bit of Batman Beyond in this film. So yeah, I really had a good time with this. I will be following all 4 films. It was that good. This is just a quick non-spoiler review. I will be dropping a more in-depth review after the film has had more time to be out and people have had more time to soak it up and watch it. But yo, right now, I am rating this film a 8 out of 10. It's your boy Super Duper. Deuces.